Okay, girls, it is all over the news. The sudden death of world pop star Michael Jackson. This is the front page of the Toronto Star. This one says Michael Jackson, child star, thriller, sad sideshow, tormented king of pop dead at 50. It was a real shocker for the world yesterday.
Yeah, and I think as you look through his life, I mean, now as you're reading blogs or if you're on Twitter and you're on Facebook, I mean, everybody is sharing about his life from the start of the Jackson 5 when he was 5, 6, all the way to being 50 and the comeback tour in England. 50 shows he was planning to do for this incredible comeback and the final curtain call of his career.
Rehearsing 6 hours a day, promising something hotter than the moon dance.
That's right.
And confessing that it was all about looking for love. To me, that's the biggest tragedy. This little boy never grew up, sadly never really knew the love that was always there for him. And you know, addicted to prescription drugs, I've lost loved ones to that sad addiction. It's very hard on the coronary arteries. The autopsy, we don't know the results yet, but that's a time bomb. You know, stress, 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 and pressure on the heart.
And expectations. There's right from the beginning, from family and even from fans, from media. I think it is hard living in that light and the limelight and the expectation that people placed on him.
And you see it this week because, you know, we lost actually 3 cultural icons this week. Farrah Fawcett, Ed McMahon, Michael Jackson, you know, and they all had things in their life that were tough, that were tormenting, you know. I think it's so tough to live in the spotlight. So many of these people die young.
Remember the movie Gladiator? The black character, I just love him, I can't say his name, but he said to Maximus, he said, you need to kill your name before it kills you. I've never forgotten that. Michael Jackson was in a prison of his own making.
And in that, though, I mean, because I look at my own life, this is actually, I've paused yesterday when all these things were happening to kind of think about my own life. Because you look at someone like Michael Jackson, who was the king of pop, transcended music from, you know, in the day from R&B, where people were sort of ghettoized in a sense of, you know, African-American music and then white music. And he brought the two together. He changed video and
Changed
music.
his face.
You know, changed many things about himself. But, I mean, his music will transcend, will be, you know, a thing that we will always remember. It was, I mean, it was courageous, it was different, and people of all nationalities and ages and stages could come together under the music.
And
but
he was excellent, so excellent.
He was excellent, but I think the sad part is, and the tragedy was his life and the pain that we saw visibly through physical changes, emotional changes, and so much of that. And, you know, so you look at this life and you go,
and it makes you think about your life, right? Your
Absolutely.
legacy. And just that people can die at any time, right? All these stars that have died, different ages, many of them died too young.
Like, and what did Beyonce say? Oh, I had to write this down. She said, it's not the number of breaths we take, it's the moments that take our breath away. Sadly, it is more than that. It isn't just for the splashy moments. And I think we need to acknowledge there are many grieving today the way some others did when Elvis Presley died.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is the icon
and
of
I was thinking that exact
next
thing,
generation.
that hopefully it will not be, you know, in the future, history will not show that this was a sad footnote, that he became even larger than life, even almost like a god to some people who just look up to him and you know, almost worship who he was in his lifetime and get their focus, you know, more diverted from where it should be.
And we have to remember too, I mean, Michael Jackson left 3 children behind. Farrah Fawcett left her partner and her son Redmond behind, and Ed McMahon too. And so, I mean, I think our thoughts and prayers do need to go out to the families of, you know, what a shocker, and you know, but yeah, I think I was going to sing a Michael Jackson song. Cheryl and I were practicing, but
You
know,
were, girl.
we were going to start singing the ABC song.
I love that song, you know.
Yeah.
He was just a kid, but that was a great song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Some good
I have a
memories.
feeling we're going to be hearing a lot of Michael Jackson songs
music, yeah.
in the
Even
coming
yesterday,
weeks.
yesterday, all the stations were playing nonstop Michael Jackson. So, poor man.
Well, Melinda, as you said, our prayers do go out to his family as well. Well, don't